Hello, this is Kathy with Tea and Stamps, and today we're playing with Paper Pumpkin. Um, Recently, I had a large collection of Paper Pumpkin kits, and I was able to complete all those kits, and I donated a lot of the cards to our local food bank. And so my goal right now is not to let these kits pile up. And this is the July kit, Sending Good Thoughts. This is the typical Paper Pumpkin box that they come in. And let me show you, well, first let me tell you a little bit about a Paper Pumpkin subscription. Paper Pumpkin is a subscription kit. A new kit comes out every month. It's only available for that month. Occasionally refills are available. By refill, I mean you get the paper products, not the, what is the ink and the stamps. So, and in the current annual catalog on page 10, there's the Paper Pumpkin information. And it is, you subscribe at paperpumpkin.com. If you wanted to subscribe under a demonstrator, each demonstrator has their own link. My link will be posted below in the comments. But there are two types of subscription plans: a month to month, which is $23.50, and that includes shipping, which is, you know, hey, that's not a small box, so that's a good deal. And then the prepaid plans, which you can get 1 month at a time for $22.50, a 3-month for $67.50, 6 month for $122.50, and 12 months for $235. And then for these, there's an 11% shipping. So the shipping's not too bad if you think about it, but still, if you go with the $23.50 and go month to month, I think that's a good deal. That's my personal opinion. Now, if you're shopping during celebration, which what I tend to do is I'll renew during celebration, because then I can qualify. I usually get a 6 or 12 month subscription, and then I qualify for the additional free celebration products, which is always fun and cool. But what I like about the account is you have your, has its own little account. You'll have your little paperpumpkin.com account. You can join Facebook groups if you're on Facebook, even Instagram, that publish lots of alternatives every month, and we'll talk about alternatives here today as I'm creating this kit. And you can suspend, you can order additional kits. Like, I am really liking the sneak peeks of next month's, or this month's kit, August's kit. It's called Sweet Sunflowers, so I've ordered 2. And so you can do that, or you can, you know, you can take a break, you can suspend, you can say, oh, like this birthday kit really wasn't my thing, so I just skipped it. You can do that. So that's the flexibility of it. It's fun. There, like I said, there's lots of groups that are created to share ideas about Paper Pumpkin. Let's see, I'm also a part of a couple of groups that do Paper Pumpkin alternatives, so I'll show you those as well. But let's dive into this little kit, Sending Good Thoughts. This is a nautical themed kit, which I have already dug into and used. This is the instructions that come with the kit, and as you can see, there's a picture. There's 3 pictures on here. So this is what you get in here. You'll get 9 cards for $23.50. I would say that's pretty good. You couldn't go to a regular store and get 9 quality cards for $23.50. So, so that you have 3 cards, 3 of each design. These are the instructions. The instructions are in color. When I first joined Paper Pumpkin, they were in black and white, and not great, not the best quality. These have drastically improved. So see this panel down here, it shows you everything you need for each particular card, the little bits and pieces. So 1, 2, 3, that's pretty cool. In your initial Paper Pumpkin box, when you first sign up, you will get a stamping block, which is nice. You only get it in the initial one. And then this takes you for card number 1. the little step-by-step process. You'll want to do the stamping first, and then you will do some sticking. They send you dimensionals and glue dots for all your adhesive. So the kit contains everything you need. You don't need to do anything. You just need to sit down. Maybe a pair of scissors is what you need to bring. Okay, this next kit here, again, you start with stamping, gluing, putting together, boom, boom, boom. Same, all of them, easy. So what I'm going to show you is I'll demonstrate how easily they go together. We'll make one of each, and then I'll show you some alternatives, because that's what I've done already, or some alternatives. And oh, on the back they have a few pictured alternatives and the coordinating colors and detailed instructions for this kit when you scan the QR code. How about that? I'm not a big QR code scanner, but I probably should be. Alright, so let's take a look at what's in here besides my mess. So you get the envelopes. So and sometimes the envelopes are different colors and they'll have design inside. These are just one color, which I think this is pool party, and so that's different. Okay, you'll get your layers. This kit has embossed layers, which is really exciting. This is stripes. This is a seascape, the sea, and this is like waves. All right, you'll get the best part is the stamp set. This has a ship, some bubbles, sentiments, seaweed, a seahorse, the little message in a bottle thing, and some stars. Can you see that? That's a really cute little stamp set. You get your ink spot. You always get ink. Your dimensionals, which I have used some. These are some bits I've already cut up for my samples. The die cuts. And you can see I've used a few, so we'll pull all these out. So, and you will get enough. Sometimes you get extra. And you can save, like this one. You could save it and use it as a stencil and create a cute little background. So, and these are the die cut labels for the sentiments stamping. Yeah, I've made 2 cards for some groups I'm a part of. And so that's why I'm missing some pieces here, but we'll get all these out. Alright, so there we have. So you always have extra, at least of the labels. Some die cuts not so much, but the labels for sure. That's some wild looking coral. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. And here's that little red seahorse. Birds. Starfish. There's a bigger bird, but I don't, he just fell off of here somewhere. Here's the little bottles for like the message in the bottle and the ship in the bottle. That's a big bottle. I haven't bothered with any of the bottles yet. And this tag. And another little tag. And there's more of these. I think we need to pull out some more birds. Oh, here's the big bird. He looks like a little dodo bird. There's thread. The card bases. The card bases are Bermuda Bay, Fresh Freesia, and Gray Granite. Not Gray Granite, Basic Gray. Let's see if I can find some more birds in here. There's more pages of the bottles. Yeah, here we go. Oh, see, the big bird always wants to fall out. Here's the little birds. I've used a couple of those already. Oh, here's one more. One that got damaged because I squished him. And here's the little glue dots. So you get everything you need in the packets. So let's get started with the first card. Alright, first I guess I should make some room here. Get it somewhat organized. Now I may or may not do these steps out of order, but I will try to do them in order. All right, for the first one, we're going to use this little banner and the, nope, not that bottle. The big gigantic bottle? No. Oh, the little bottle. All right, the little bottle. This little, and this big gigantic coral. And we're gonna have it on the striped and the gray. There, that's it. Now we do our little stamping. I have that. I brought my big pad today because I don't like to open these unless I absolutely have to, because I like to gift them to folks. Okay, here's the little bottle, the little message. So boom. You just ink that up and pop it in there. I'm going to angle it a little bit. Have you ever found a message in the bottle? I don't think I ever have, but I know I've thrown a few bottles in the ocean with some paper in them when I was a kid, because I lived near the beach. So that was always fun. Okay, this is the can't wait to see you sentiment. I think I'm gonna, with the extras from this, I'm gonna make a journaling tag using this little stamp set. Yeah, because see, you get to keep the stamp set forever and do all kinds of stuff with it. I have a kiddo in the Navy, my daughter. She's actually a Seabee, if you know anything about the Seabees. They are not sea-based, they are shore-based troops. They are also combat troops. And she's a builder. She chose that job for herself. We were so surprised because my husband and I are both retired Air Force, and she decided she didn't want to go to college. She wanted to join the military, and she came up one day and said, I'm going to join the Navy and I'm going to be a builder in the Seabees. I'm like, oh, okay. So we learned a lot about that. And I'm going to pop this little hole out and get the string ready. Okay, the string goes on. Okay, I see it goes around the top of the bottle. And that little thing doesn't want to come out. Come out. Okay. Okay. Oh, I stamped it the wrong way. Well, we're going to go this direction. I guess you're supposed to stamp it the other way. You got to pay attention to the picture. And I obviously did not do that. And how much string does it say to take? 9 inches. And look, they provide a little tape measure on the side here. So all you have to do, well, let me get that in camera, is roll out your thread. This is the linen thread. And find, there we go. That's pretty handy, huh? Alright, so we've got our stamping done, and we're going to start sticking things together. Alright, it says to use dimensionals, and I like to pick my dimensionals up with a pokey tool. And they say to use 5. 5 is fine. Sometimes I use 9 because, well, I just will because I like to. If I run out, well, I've got more. But initially follow the directions because I don't know how many dimensionals are in the kit. Usually 1 page, and that's like 100. Or is it? Yeah, it's close to 100. So that should be more than enough. But I'm like a crazy dimensional person. It's my dog Emma snoring. It's early in the morning. It's like 6, almost 6:30. I love to make videos when my family's still asleep. And especially on a Saturday because they sleep a little late. Alright, so that part's done. Alright, stamping's done. Can't wait to see. Okay, I have to tie this together. Where's my string? Okay, so it says, if I'm looking at the picture correctly, I'm going to stick a dimensional. I'm going to put this behind it, put a dimensional on it to hold it in place. If you find that the dimensional is too big for the space, you can always trim it down, but I think this is going to fit perfectly if I position it correctly and stop shaking. Well, it's a little big, but you can cut it down. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down because otherwise it would bother me. So I'm going to just pull this one off. Oh, these stick really well. Alright, I'm taking that off, and I'm going to take a piece. I'm just going to cut a piece that will fit there nicely, because I don't like for it to show. And hold it in place. There we go. And then bring that around and stick my, oh, they want me to tie a bow. I'm an awful bow tire. Well, I will give it my best shot. Here we go. And it's early, and sometimes I feel like I'm all fingers and thumbs, or all thumbs, or whatever that is. They have a cute little saying in England, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, that's terrible. Well, let's see if we can fix that up. Oh, that's even worse. Well, there we go. It's not going to get any better than that, so that's what it's going to be. There we go. All right, now we're ready to put our little pieces together. Okay. What I'm going to do first is stick the coral. Oh, I have to stamp some more. I didn't see that part. We're going to stamp some little bubbly things on here. Little decorative pieces. Stamp and stamp. There we go. Alright, so now we attach the purplish coral, which I have turn around with a few little glue dots. And it's just saying to use 3. That's pretty good. And try to find like the thick parts on the piece. Although glue dots won't show through that much. Plus you're going to cover it up with the bottle. And the key to these glue dots is once you get them down is you take something like a pokey tool or take your pick tool and just stick the glue dot down and then lightly lift the release paper. And pop it off of there. There we go. Okay, we'll go this way. And then pop some glue dots on here. I think the glue dots take the longest to get them on and get them off. I'm going to use 6. And just pop these little suckers off. There we go. Coming off pretty quick. You can always just save your glue dots and just use glue, which is usually what I do, but I wanted to show you how to utilize everything in the kit. You will have leftover adhesive for other stuff. Alright, there we go. Let's stick that right in the middle. And then we're going to just pop this up with some dimensionals, and that's done. You don't need a lot. Maybe a little piece on the tag, because I want the tag to stay in a certain place. I don't want it running around on the card. There. Might move the bow. I can't move the bow, but... Oh, tag, don't do that. There we go. Boom. That's it. One done. Woohoo. Okay, now let's get on to the second one. Card number 2. Oh, okay. This is the little bottle. Alright. And for this, we're going to use stamp the sentiment in the circle. And stamp this, oh, that on the starfish. Okay, so here's the starfish. Oh, let me get some of this trash out of here. I have the starfish. I still have this mounted, so I'm going to ink that up and just plop a little bit on here. There, I think that's enough. It doesn't need a whole lot. Okay, and then we're going to use the round sentiment. The sentiment is going to say, wishing you all the best. Yes, and I'm part of a group that does like alternatives for paper pumpkin cards, and you can find those all over Pinterest or even Facebook. And this was like the top sentiment. Oh, everybody used this one, even me. Okay, and now we're going to stamp some seaweed. I love seaweed. Have you ever eaten seaweed? Oh, it's delicious. I think the first time I ate it, though, was when I was stationed in Japan. I was there for 8 years, so I ate a lot of stuff that you don't normally eat, but it was good. It's all in how you cook it. I even cooked with seaweed. There's so many different varieties. It's like the sea is our friend. Here we go. There's that. There, my stamping is done. Right, now time to assemble. We'll have the fresh freesia waves, and it goes on a fresh freesia card base, so it's tone on tone here. All right, and again, that's going on with dimensionals, and we'll just slap 9 of those on there because I like 9. I don't want my card to sink in the middle. That's my, I've made cards where I haven't given enough support in the middle, and then the middle just sinks, and then my heart sinks because I don't like that. I don't want to present someone with a card like that sunken in the middle and looks kind of sad. It's just my personal opinion. There are people who are very conservative with their dimensionals and barely use a thing. I've seen other folks who just like cover it more than this. They fill these little spots here, but it's all up to you to make sure my card's going the right way. I really like the print on this. It's not solid. It's kind of like foamy, like the sea. All right, now we put the bottle on. Oh, we add a little bit of string to the bottle, another 9 inches. And we're gonna wrap it around twice and just tie a little knot. Oh, that's my thing. That's about right. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Where's my bottle? Oh, this always, oh, there it is. This always happens to me. I lose things all the time. All right, I'm gonna cheat and stick a little stamp and seal back here because that will make it stick. And I'm gonna try to follow the image. Okay, wrap it around twice and tie a knot. Oh, I'm a good knot tier. I can do that. Oh, I think I just stuck this to my paper. Oh no. Well, oh good, it came up. There. All right. Now we're gonna put some glue dots on here and stick this down. And then we'll add the other bits. Oops, I don't know where that came from. And this one will be done. It comes together so quickly. These are fun. They're, you know, it's a nice thing to do if, with your kids if you have kids, because kids can follow pictures. These kits make nice gifts if you have a crafty friend, or, you know, send them a paper pumpkin kit subscription. It's something different. Okay, so we're putting this down at an angle, a little bit of an angle. All right, that's down. The sentiment's gonna go on next, and it's gonna go with dimensionals. I think 3 will be fine on here. Make like a little triangle. Oh, and then we're gonna do some red coral. Ooh, that's pretty. And again, they're suggesting 4 dimensionals on here, or 4 glue dots on here. It's gonna have some loose pieces that are gonna stick up, so it's gonna give it some movement, you know, what looks like movement. All right. You can add more if you want, if you would like. You could even just pop it up with a big dimension on the bottom portion where it's kind of chubby down here, and let the rest of it move freely. It's all in how you feel. Okay. So this is gonna go right here, kind of over that a little. Add a little bit of an angle. Oh, we're gonna add a little red seahorse, and he's popped up on a dimensional, and he needs a portion of a dimensional. He doesn't need the whole thing. Oh, that just went flying. Okay, so we'll cut another. Here we go. I'm gonna put it right here at his little fat tummy. Stick him on there. And then our star, and it gets a dimensional in the center. There it is. That one's done. I like that. I really, lately, the kits that have been coming out have been really, really good. This one I love. I just don't know. Ah, here we go. Last one. We're going to use a Bermuda Bay base. And this blue clouds and sea. And it's going to go this way. And we have to tie the string around the center. Okay, good. So we'll do the stamping first. We're going to get the big bottle and stamp in it. This is and these two. This is like a little ship in a bottle, you know, like on Pirates of the Caribbean, when the black pearl is stuck in a bottle. That was funny. Okay. Get my ship stamp here. This is the Bermuda Bay pearl, because it's Bermuda Bay color. Now this block is a D block, and this is the size of the block that comes in the kit. It's not this block. It's a thinner block, but it is that size. So D block is what it is. Oh, I want to stamp that. I want to ink that up a little bit better. Yeah. That's why I like these clear stamps, because you can see how the ink is going on the stamp. That looks good enough for me. Here we go. Ta-da! My ship is in. Alright, and then I'm going to do my sending good thoughts sentiment on my strip. If the sentiments are a little long, you can angle them. And I want that near the pointy end, or the flagged end. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that part is done. Now I'm going to cheat again and stick a little adhesive on here, because that's just me. And wrap this around. I need to. Alright. Okay, this has got to have a bow on this. Oh, good gravy. I need more. Need more that way. Oh, that should do. Okay, so we're going to tie a little knot here. Actually, I think I'm going to stick it to the card base and then tie a knot because I suck at tying bows and knots. But, well, knots not too bad, but bows are, ooh, it's not my thing. Okay, so we're going to, you can use your scissors to pull up the dimensionals as well. I'm going to put 9 on here. Go above and below the twine. There. I'll stick that on there, and then I will just tie my little bow. I just throw these things. I find these little dimensional covers everywhere, but that's all right. At least I'm using them. Okay, here we go. Make sure your card is opening correctly, because I have put things on upside down before, which is quite heartbreaking, especially if you glue the whole thing down and you can't get it back up. Speaking of that, I've been trying to make a journal for my daughter to, you know, just for her time in the Navy, and well, I'm on the 3rd one because I keep making a mistake. I keep making it backwards, and so this is an envelope journal, so I just call it practice. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't know if this bow is going to be in the right exact spot, but it is where it is. There, that's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to put the ship on, and then we'll put the sentiment over top of it. Oh, look. Oh, it's a little off, but that's all right. This will work. We'll just kind of shove it in there. Okay. All right, glue dots for everything. Okay, we're gonna glue dot the bow, glue dot some birds. I might put birds on with dimensionals, so I like the birds to look like they're flying around pretty big and happy, and you know, seagulls are a little bit aggressive, especially, I guess, if they've been around people a lot. Like, we were at the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and man, they just come flying around you thinking, oh, you've got something for me. I mean, I was there ages ago because that's where I went to tech school after I joined the Air Force, and I don't remember them being that way. I guess they've been spoiled since I left. But that's where my daughter is. She's down there. It's not bad, but you can tell the beaches aren't the same as when I was there decades ago. I think the, you know, the what was it, that oil leak really damaged it. You still see remnants of that, which is really just sad and heartbreaking, and but that's what we do. We've got to take better care of our environment, and or it won't last forever, that's for sure. Here we go. There. I had to concentrate a little to get this up. Oh, you know what? That bow's going to get covered up because some bird's going to go sit on top of it. Okay, so this has got to go a little bit that way, but I think we'll just make do. Okay, so this, I put my bow too close. Should have been more to the left, but that's okay. All right, Mr. Dodo Bird's going to go up with a dimensional. You see, that's just, to me, that's what he looks like. And he's going down here over the, pretty much over the bow. So he's going to be Bow Bird. And then we have 2 more little birds, the ones that fly at the top. These are cute. These are nice little die-cut seagulls. Put one there. And one. I don't want your wing in my face. There. Stop. There we go. There. That's done. This one still, well, this one needs some work. Stand by. We got, I think I'm going to stick some dimensionals under here because that is just not working for me. Okay. That's supposed to be a little, I think I could have put the ship up a little higher. I might have stuck it down too low. It's too far in the water. Well, I'm sure everyone will do a better job than me of looking at these directions. Oops. There we go. Yes, there, and that's it. Okay, those 3 are done. Those are the 3 from the kit. I think this is my favorite, or maybe this one. But let me show you 2 alternatives that I made using the kit. And that's, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me, then every month you'll get a packet of alternatives. It's usually 10 or 12. And let me thumb through here and see that. I really like that one. That's done with this new decorative circle punch. That one's nice too. There's lots of great ideas. I did not make all these alternatives. They're made by a group of folks. We get together and we do that, and then we share them. But this is the one that I made. This is the leftover of this. I cut off a portion of this. I cut a piece, I flipped it over, and then I added some ink to it with the blending brushes. I think I did Balmy Blue up here, Pacific Point down here. Stamped on the ship, and then added some of the iridescent pearls to make it look like, you know, the foam and the sea. And then I just stamped the Sending Good Thoughts and added some twine there and 2 of the little birds. Made it look like you're looking out a hole. And because I had previously cut this hole out for this card, so I reused the card base. So this was another one that I did. And I think I need to stamp on here some of these little bubbles. So I'm going to do that while you're watching, because I think it needed, looking back, it needed something else. So I think these little decorative bubbles in the corner, maybe not full strength, but like half would be good. There. Just to add a little extra interest. But there it is. That's my cards right there. So again, Paper Pumpkin is fun. It's a great way to start paper crafting, or if you don't have a lot of time but would like to have some little cards on hand, give Paper Pumpkin a try. It's really economical. If you're interested in giving it a shot, my subscription link will be in the blog, this YouTube post description below. Don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, to subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified anytime I create a new post. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.